It's really sad actually that this had to happen, and to actually make the community wake up and realize we do have a problem. It's not just in Baltimore City, it's in our county, it's where our families live, you know, and it affects everyone. And until this is taken care of, it's just going to be more bloodshed, and hopefully it doesn't have to turn into that. That's why we're here. That's why we're trying to get answers, and that's why we're trying to state the facts. I have some numbers actually, and this is just the end of 2014, but they're rather large. If you didn't know, the recidivism rate in Maryland is 40.5%. That means that every person that gets incarcerated, half of them almost end up returning for a repeat crime. And unfortunately, most of these crimes are violent crimes, because here we are releasing criminals who are committing acts of violence with weapons, with guns, whatever it may be, and making sure that they're going to promise to show up for their court date, and then most of them don't show up at all. So I hope that we can get some answers tonight. I'm here representing Delegate McDonough. We know what we're doing on our side. We know that the administration has to be more open and everyone has to be on the same page. And until that's done, we're not going to get the results that we're looking for.
So you deal with constituent services?
Yes, and it's been recent that we get a lot of calls stating, you know, that there's issues between the forces and having multiple calls. I mean, when you're called to the same place and then you're not getting a response, you know, your life is at risk and people don't know what to do.
So do you have people come to your office, or do you have people mostly call? How does that work?
Most of it's email. We get a lot of emails and we respond that way. But if you give us the call, we'll also respond in a timely fashion.
Yes, and Pat is very hands-on and takes these kind of situations very seriously. And
oh, absolutely. I mean, he introduced a bill last year. It was, I believe, House Bill 1305, and it was any act of crime committed, like a violence crime committed with a gun or anything, you would get a minimum of 10 years. If we got harder on crime and made an example for what these people are committing, maybe, you know, it would stop. It was no diminution, no plea bargaining, none of that. They couldn't get parole, no early release. You are going to do hard time if you commit a crime in Baltimore County with a weapon.
Yes, well, Pat's fighting for the people. That's why I like him and support him.
Absolutely.
And you have a new location, a new office.
We do. We have a district office in Carroll Island. It's right down near the Walmart shopping center. And the phone number there is 410-238-0025.
Okay, and one more time.
Our phone number is 410-238-0025.
Okay, and if you want to send an email like you were talking about, what is the email address?
The email is Pat, and that's P-A-T, McD, M-C-D-E-E @Comcast.net.
Well, thank you very much, Haley. It was a pleasure to see you here tonight, and really appreciate that Pat is interested in this. Now, Pat is out of town right now, so he couldn't be in here in person, but it's nice to see one of his representatives here.
Yep, we care. We'll be here.